is about a proposed road development in Colombo suburbs, Panadura, especially from the Panadura bridge. When one comes from the Morotua junction in the new Panadura road and then enters the Panadura bridge and then cross to the Panadura bridge, that particular roundabout junction, where there's a Gautama Buddha statue, and from there, actually, it proceeds to the Panadura town as a four-lane, two on in opposite sides, each side two lanes. So altogether, it's a four-lane road. Similar to the Gaul Road, but then after passing Panadura, as it moves forward, at a certain few distances, kilometers, then it becomes narrow, once again a two-way road. So actually this area from here on, there onwards, a few kilometers after the Panadura town only, this road change happens, where the four-way four-lane two-way road, right? That means towards opposite sides, two-lane each. It becomes just a two-way road without even carpeting or pavements or without proper road signs. Sometimes there are road signs, or even without proper, pedestrian crossings to make it safe. So what happens is, because of that, its traffic becomes very difficult for pedestrians, and there are accidents, and the buses, go in a very fast way towards the, Vaduwa, Kalutara, Ambalangoda districts, and Gaul, Matara, Hambantota, Kataragama, etc. So these, even though the Southern Expressway is there, Southern Expressway moves in a, like a unpopulated area, because it moves on a, like in a jungle path, the Southern Expressway. But when we consider from Panadura up to Gaul, Matara, Hambantutta, and even from Kataragama, Batiklo, from there, up Ampara, Batiklo town, and then moved upwards to Trincomalee, along the coast towards back again to the, from Jaffna, back again to Mana, and then towards Kalpitia, Putlam, Chilavo, Nikambo, Vennappur, and then, then come back to Pattala. These roads, these are not expressways, these are normal roads. So these, especially from Panadura up to at least, this road development must happen as a four-lane road on two opposite sides, two lanes each. So altogether it will be like a Gaul road, where there are four lanes with two specific lanes, four-way, like two opposite way, having two lanes each. So because when we develop the road network like this for the normal roads, other than the present expressway roads, what happens is the businesses along these roads, because these roads, along the roads only the most populated areas are located, the villages, towns, and the shops and the shopping complexes, schools, school children, families live along these roads, and not along the expressway road network. So these roads must develop then, because we know that from Fort to Kolpiti to Bambalapitiya to the Hivala, Mount Lavinia, Ratmalana, Morotua, up to Panadura, there is like a big commercial hub. Especially you can see the fort development took place, and adjoining Kolpiti developed, Bambalapitiya developed, then Vallavatta developed, the Hivala developed, Mount Lavinia developed, Morotua developed, because its closeness to the port, and also the road network develops. So accordingly, from down south and around the country, in all areas, the roads must be broad-based. These major roads, like Gaul Road, which cannot be like just a two-way road, two-lane road, because from Panadura, after a certain point, it becomes a two-lane road. So it has to be developed in order to develop the communities and the businesses settle along these roads. And also, similarly, the Kandy Road must also develop accordingly. I think other than that, there is no need for a expressway from the Panadura town. But when we come to the Panadura town and turn left, it moves to towards Bandaragama, and then from Bandaragama town, one can turn left if you move from Panadura to Bandaragama road on the Bandaragama Panadura road. from the Bandaragama town, if you turn right, it leads once again to the Gaul Road. And this stretch of road must also be developed to give, because if you turn from Bandaragama town to left, it's towards the Kasbeva Piliyandala along the Bandaragama road. So it actually it heads towards Kasbeva Bandaragama road. So Kasbeva Bandaragama road is already developed, but there are no payments. So accordingly, Kasbeva Bandaragama up to Gaul Road, this road must be fully developed with the pavements and carpeting, and the road signs and the pedestrian crossings, street lighting. So businesses, after Kasbeva, and after a certain distance from Kasbeva along the Bandaragama road, actually the businesses are less developed. There are no shops, and even only one fuel station is there. So this is because the road had been neglected for a long period. So these road networks, if this road is developed from Kasbeva to towards Bandaragama road to Gaul Road, it can accommodate especially the stretch from Bandaragama to Gaul Road, accommodate all the traffic from the Kottawa towards, without using the expressway. Other domestic traffic and the businesses along the road will develop from Kottawa to to Kasbeva. Also the road must be developed. The present narrow stretch of road from Kottawa Mattekuda road, I think it's still under development. From Kottawa Mattekuda road, there is an entry into the Kasbeva. So this road must be fully developed as a four-way lane road, similar to the Gaul Road. So there is an entrance from Kottawa Mattekuda road to Kasbeva and Piliyandala as a four-way lane, and that would lead the high-level traffic straight away to Gaul Road from this point as well. That will ease the traffic to a great extent. Otherwise, which would have to use the alternative routes through Maharagama or Nugegoda or Boleskemua, Dehiwala, Attidia. So I think these roads must develop as soon as possible in order to develop the communities settled around these roads, and also the businesses, because developing the expressway roads which are moving through the jungles or elevated towers would not develop the society, because most of the communities and businesses and the families are settled along the normal road network that had been there for centuries, made by the British.